StiltzkinKupo84. I've just defeated ready boss fight in the of dialogue, I think. We're gonna forge ahead here. Whoa, there's nothing. It's Bill and Ted flashbacks. Is this it? Is there nothing else? This is space. Space. Your journey is not over. Do not fear, step forward and you'll be closer to the truth. What, Star Wars? Are we gonna start a brand new Star Wars game at the end of this game? Is that what this is? Oh, okay, so this isn't gonna be The Empire Strikes Back. Okay, good. Alright. Because we saw Darth Vader a minute ago, and I'm just wondering. You have entered a new realm. There are no more worlds. There is no more space. So we're just going to keep walking upward. Follow your memory, your original memory, and march forth. Garland, what exactly is our memory? Why can't I remember other people's experiences and events that happened before my time? Garland, please tell me. Do not limit memory to just one individual's experience from birth. That is only the surface. Natural or artificial requires a parent. And that parent also requires a parent. Life is connected to one another. If you trace the root of all life, there exists one source. The same can be said for memory. All life constitutes an intelligence that holds memory beyond experience. Memory is not isolated within individuals. It is an accumulation of generations of memories that continues to evolve. You can say that memory and evolution go hand in hand, but most life forms do not understand the true nature of memories, which explains why most memories never cross paths. So what am I gonna find by tracing back our roots? A presence that presides over all life and memories, the crystal. Crystal? You are on your own now. Zidane, take care of Kuja. And protect the crystal. Farewell. Garland, wait. Garland! Even if I were created to serve one purpose alone, I do not regret being born to this world. Okay, so this is the Crystal Road. This is not the crystal Garland talks about, but this is the road that leads us to the crystal that Garland talks about. Alright. All of these enemies give 0 XP, but they give very high AP. So, these are just crystal iterations of things that we've already fought. We can go ahead and use thievery. I don't need to steal from these guys. Just gonna use no mercy. Firaga, I'm thinking Crystal, I'm thinking Blizzaga would not do well. But it is Malairis after all, so maybe I should do Thundaga? I'm kinda torn. Malairis does absorb fire damage, and I guess I should have tested that. if we get another round to test fire on the crystal version of Malaris, I will. But now we have a baseline, we know what Thundaga does. 47, okay. That's not bad, seeing as Vivi is like level 60, so... I mean 30 more levels, 39 more levels, Vivi would be pretty much rocking it. So if we run into another Malaris, I'll try Fire on it. And if we run into another Malaris, I'll try Blizzaga on it. Ooh, ovals are coming at us. At a point in the game when it's... Well, we're right at the end. If our dagger wasn't powered up by now... There's all these awesome bosses and bosses. Really use a lot of damage on. We're just gonna keep doing thievery. Oh, you know what? He's dead now. I can't do anything until body temp. Shoot. Well, at least I can work with Zidane. Everybody else has to let body temp wear off before they can start taking actions. Looks like they did. Yeah, looks like body temp is off of everyone now. Or I should say heat is off of everyone now. Ooh, Zidane dropped. Looks like we're gonna have to revive. Alright, well, I'm not too mad because these aren't giving XP anyway. And, that's what we need is XP for Zidane. We don't really need any AP on him. So we came out of that with AP for Vivi, and I'm happy about it. We're gonna have to use a Phoenix Down now. And some high potions. Let's see. Well, I think we all gained an extra level from something. It definitely wasn't the crystal fights. It was probably the Lich fight. Something like that. Or maybe I'm just imagining things, but it seems like we got some new crystals out of the deal here somehow. Antibody, Campbell's Fence. You know, I'm about to make a good point here. If we're in the part of the game where we're no longer getting XP, then oh, I'm sorry, yeah. I guess PlayStation might be kind of slow getting that stream back up refreshed. But while you're here, I'm gonna start taking level up off of everybody because we're in the crystal part where we don't really have any XP coming our way, so Antibody. I want body temp. Body temp, body temp. Where is it? There it is. Alert. I don't know if you can get alert. I don't know if you can get back attacked by these people on this road here either, so go ahead and equip that. Gamble defense. Let's see. We'll get level up out of here. We'll get body temp on. Bright Eyes Jelly. You know what? We can add HP 10 back to Amrant here. Get him some more HP going. Let's see. Body temp, locomotion, clear-headed. Ooh, we got everything with Freya already. Wonderful. Vivi, let's see. Well, sorry, you're not getting leveled up anymore, little guy. We could put antibody on you, or clear-headed, but not both. We'd have to take off locomotion. Seems like a gamble I'm willing to take here. Let's see, equip your party with the Insomniac ability. Ooh. Then have Quina end each round by casting Night. No, actually, we won't have to attack physically at all. Okay, so we're gonna do, instead of clear-headed, we're gonna do Insomniac on everybody. Matter of fact, I can take off locomotion and gamble defense. Just put Insomniac on. Okay. We just put more HP back on Amrant, and it looks like we can take it off. And it looks like Freya... I don't really want to take the HP plus 20% off of her. We could put the 4% back, or 10% back on. And then put... yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll get Insomniac on her. Wow, these are a lot of status things that we're having to guard against here. So, let's see. Which way was I traveling? This way? Yes. I was traveling this way, around this little fishhook thing. This is weird, hey? This has always been like the weirdest cell in the game for me to navigate. That one over by Hades where the bridge sort of goes up after a while, that one's not super hard to navigate. It's weird, but this fishhook I definitely don't like. Okay, I'm gonna cast Firaga on this guy just to see if... Ooh, I accidentally stole from him. That was supposed to be a thievery attempt. I want to see if fire still works on crystal forms of these guardians. I know that he was susceptible to fire originally. In his original form, he was weak because I think he's the water or the ice elemental. So I'm gonna see what the damage is from Vivi here. Okay, so that's very underwhelming. That represents damage that I would expect from somebody who has no elemental affinity either way. So I'm kind of tempted now to cast Viraga on Malaris and see it do absolutely nothing in the way of recovering her. I bet I can cast Blizzaga on this Kraken if Thievery doesn't kill it first. I'm willing to bet, though, that Blizzaga will still hurt that Kraken, that crystal version. Ooh, Amarant has trouble. We need to put an anointment on him. Yeah, it feels like you should be pressing down when you're pressing up. It's weird. We're gonna tent. Okay, so Death Geese is the next person or monster here. Okay, so we have an Insomniac on. Alright. We're just gonna get basically ready to just crush this guy. Kuja. Nice of you to come. Surprised you beat the 4 chaoses that I created from the crystal's memory. But you're too late. Take a good look, isn't it beautiful? It's the original crystal. This is where it all began. The birthplace of all things. Once I destroy it, everything will be gone. Gaia, Terra, the universe, everything. Your lives and memories too, of course. Ha 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 ha. Shut up. So, I want to give commentary on the previous screen where Garland said that all memories are added to each other in this big cosmic world memory, in the organism of the world. This is sort of a very Buddhism-centric vibe, I guess I would say. And, you know, it seems like some people, when they're babies, they will not touch, like, a pot on the stove. But it seems like I've ran into some other people who were babies, and they were just dumb, and they touched this pot on the stove anyway and burnt their hand. And so how do we, if we are willing to intellectually plan for memories to all add to each other in this great consciousness, how do we explain dumb babies and smart babies? You know? Because the only reason we don't call them dumb babies is because they haven't experienced it yet. And we call them inexperienced. We call them naive. We call them ignorant because they learn after the fact. But if we're expecting them to have taken part in some sort of a cosmic memory, then the only explanation after that is that they were somehow mentally deficient. And I don't want to think of, you know, people who I know in the past have been burnt as babies by, you know, boiling pots. I don't want to think of them as stupid people. I want to think of them as innocent people who just unfortunately learned the wrong way. I think I was one of those people who learned from watching other people, and I've learned from watching others my whole life. That's why I stayed away from alcoholism and, you know, just basically things like that. I've been learning from other people. Yeah, so, thank you, Isaac Ramsey. I knew Luminous was watching. I didn't know who else was watching, but, yeah, I just wanted to give that commentary. I've always thought about that part of Final Fantasy IX ever since the first time I beat it. It stuck with me. Okay. The only thing that's gonna be gone is you. I'll take you out right now. You honestly think you can beat me? Even if you do, Gaia's already doomed. Its assimilation by Terra has begun, and the Ifa tree will incite a cataclysmic destruction of Gaia. It's all over for you and your friends. See? I win either way. Doesn't matter. Even if Gaia is assimilated, the planet will remain, and we'll start over to make a new home. Dang, Zidane's ready to live on Terra. Zidane's ready to live on Gaia. He's ready to do everything, including whoop yo butt. Kuja, you're nothing but a coward. If you're gonna die, leave us out of it. Why should the world exist without me? That wouldn't be fair. Oh, he's such a 5-year-old. You know, he's like a 3-year. He's like an infant. He's so jealous and selfish. If I die, we all die. Zidane, you will be my first sacrifice. Yeah. Try me. So let's fight this death geese. We have to steal dual claws, black belt, and elixir from him. Boy, Mighty Guard is looking pretty good right now. Oh man. We got Zidane tranced. I haven't read anything to support my hope that trance helps him steal better. But I'm just hoping in vain that being in trance helps him steal a little better. We got black belt. That's working. Let's do Rice's Wind, I guess. We'll do some... Ooh, Chakra is a single target right now because he's not in trance mode. Okay, so we got an elixir and a black belt. Let's see, couldn't get anything. We're looking for dual claws, and we really already have a pair of those for Amaranth, so we really don't need those. I'm gonna go ahead and start blasting this guy. Let's do some bio. Let's see if he's susceptible. Amaranth may actually need to chakra himself. He's looking a little low there. We'll do Dragon's Crest. We'll keep trying to steal with Zidane because it's good to have. It really won't improve my game at all if I have a second copy of Dual Claws. Dang, bro. Throw an elixir on that. Call it a day. Let's do some No Mercy. Because Amaranth is back for revenge. Oh, is he dead already? No. That was some weird animation. We're not doing Dyne. Why would we do Dyne when it costs 64 MP and we have Thievery and it does 8? That's the thing, man. After you power up Thievery, it pretty much makes Zidane's entire trance really not that spectacular anymore. I would say the same for Freya and her trance jump, except that trance jump actually has a niche function of removing her from getting targeted for a while, so that's actually still sort of cool. If nobody minds me being so bold, I've always thought that Freya and Steiner's trance were probably the most useless of all of them, because Steiner's trance is just an upgrade to his hit. I guess you can't call it useless, it's just... it lacks flavor, it's lackluster, and that... it's less interesting than, say, Vivi's Double Black, or Double White for Aiko, or Eidolon for Garnet. That's gonna be a kill. That'll definitely be a kill. Well, we don't need to revive. We just need to throw an elixir on that. Guess he can do that for himself, and then if he gets killed before that can be tossed in the air, then we won't have wasted an elixir on anyone else. Let's do this, Amaranth. No mercy. He's casting death on himself. Because he's a scion of death, he'll be guarded. So, I think I'm still stealing from this guy. I think it's still telling me couldn't steal. I'm waiting for there's nothing left to steal. I'm not gonna necessarily hold up the battle for it. Oh, okay, so... Is that Death Geese dying right now? I think that is. Yep, that's Death Geese dying. I don't think I got something... I don't think I got the dual claws at all. But you know what? It doesn't hurt my game to have one less copy of dual claws because Amran's wearing them right now. And he's the only one who can wear them, so I'm fine with that. Now don't run ahead and face Kuja just yet. Don't run forward. They want to trick you into doing that real quickly. You don't want to do that. You want to hang back a little. Hang back. Okay, so, as it happens, there's actually another fight. There's another 2 fights. And the fight coming up with Kuja, you can actually win a rebirth ring or a white robe or an ether. Now, why they let you steal from this guy, I do not know. Because if you steal from him, there's no save point after it. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he waits for us to nap. He should say something when we reappear. He should be like, now that you've gotten your beauty rest. Something stupid and pompous like that. Okay, so... yeah, I don't know why Kuja even has things to steal. We'll never have any use for what we get out of him. We have Rebirth Ring already, we have White Robe already. If we wanted those, we'd be wearing them. Jeez. Yeah, and then Necron's coming up right after, so it's not really advantageous for us to steal. Use Steiner if he has the Ragnarok. Equip Auto Life, Auto Reflect, Counter and High Tide. Equip Freya with Kane's Lance and High Jump ability. Use Aiko to cast Carbuncle. Use Queen's White Wind ability. Use your party's strongest attacks. So, what we're going to do, we are going to take Vivi out of our party at this point in time. Because this is straight up rock and roll. There are no more random encounters for the rest of the game. So, we're coming at him with Quina. We're not going to care about what kind of AP we're supposed to get from any of these fights. Just going to make sure that Quina is... has got some of these. So we've got Absorb MP. I want to put Clear-Headed. Locomotion, Insomniac, and Antibody were all the ones that we have on all the other people anyway, so... Quina's up to date as far as that goes. We have Auto Life, Auto Reflect, Auto Regen. They want counter and high tide to be on everyone. Oh, thanks for following. I think that was... that might have been Isaac Ramsey? I'm not sure. Equip Freya with Kane's Lance and... Why Kane's Lance, though? I'm wondering. Oh, we have Kane's Lance. Oh, obviously because of Confuse ad status. I don't even think he's susceptible to that, though. The Dragon's Hair is so much more powerful. Oh, who cares? I'm going to be using Dragon's Crest anyway. So that doesn't even really apply to me. I'm not going to use High Jump. We're not using Steiner. We don't need Ragnarok. We're going to go at this without counter as well. Use Aiko to cast Carbuncle. Nope, we're not going to do that. We are going to use Queen of White Wind, and we're going to use our strongest attacks. So, counter is sort of legit though. Like, we might want to have counter on. I'm definitely going to have it on Zidane. Here's why. Because we have auto haste on him. That's for stealing. We don't have any more stealing to do. So we're going to have Zidane do that. We're going to take Bandit off as well, and we'll do Eye for Eye. And then we will do... Let's see, is Kuja a devil? Can we do Devil Killer? I think Gamble Defense is probably our best bang for our buck here. Because, I mean, we have enough for accuracy, but I just have always felt like, especially if we're using Thievery, accuracy is not going to do anything for us. Gamble Defense will. Alright, let's see. We already have ourselves covered from a lot of status effects here. Bright Eyes, Jelly. Jelly is the one we don't have that we would sort of need when we get to Necron. You know, I don't think anybody uses Body Temp. I don't think Kuja uses Body Temp in this fight. I kind of want to give counter. Want to give counter out. Let's take off Locomotion. Put counter on. Sleep wears off, so we'll do Eye for Eye on Amarant. Do we have counter with Freya? We do. We have Eye for Eye as well, so we'll take HP off. We'll put counter on. And let's see, Insomniac. I guess we'll do Insomniac. We'll put Eye for Eye on. Auto Life, Auto Regen, half MP. Definitely want half MP. Yep, Queena. Queena won't be getting counter. Won't be getting counter at all. We don't need to give anybody High Tide. No, we're good. We're good to go. Let's do this. Can't believe you beat Death Geese. Well, it happened like 5 minutes ago. You've had time to process this. Well, my time is almost up. Time to die, everyone. No, sir. You can do that by yourself. Awesome music. I'm so glad that they put a wonderful soundtrack just thumping right at the end here. We're gonna do Mighty Guard. I don't think that's gonna help against this ability though, whatever it is. We got fleeced. Yeah, we're a little behind the ball. We got our... Oh, you know what? We can jump. We can jump with Freya. We might as well. I was talking about Dragoon... What was that ability? Dragon's Quest? Dragon's Crest? We're not talking about the Dragon's Quest series of video games. Let's not bring them into it. So yeah, Dragon's Crest can wait. We have no need for White Wind, it looks like, so we'll do some Frog Drop. I don't think Kuj is a big status effects man. So we'll pretty much have a brutal slog out between the two of us here. At some point, we're gonna have to stop and heal a little bit. I know that he has some damaging stuff to throw out. Reflect doesn't hurt us at all because all of our abilities that we're using are not magical abilities. That's something that sort of sidelined Vivi and Garnet and Aiko and even Steiner to an extent, is the fact that all of their abilities count as magic. And that's some of the coolest set of abilities in the game, but you just level their effectiveness and make them sort of weak characters by saying, oh, because they're magic, they won't work. When somebody's, you know, got this reflect magic up. I don't know. Just some ranting going on there, I guess. Holy. As long as that doesn't hit armor, we should be fine. He's healed quite a bit. Flare Star. Ah, this hits everyone. I think that holy landed on Queen, actually. Okay, yeah, Flare Star is a real thing. That's real. That hurts. Oh, 427. I wish I was doing Dragon Crest instead of this crap. That's laughable damage. Freya, get down from there. This instant, I tell you. He's gonna die anyway. Yeah, I won't have to be afraid anymore. But I'm not gonna die alone. You're all coming with me. So we beat him? I think we beat him. Kuja unleashes Ultima, which we'll never get because Vivi gets Doomsday instead. I kind of like that when they save like one spell to be the last card up of enemy villain's sleeve. You know, of course we like to have Ultima, we like to have access to it, but we don't need to have access to it. What happened to the crystal? Where is this? You stand before the final dimension and I am the darkness of eternity. So people say that this boss fight makes absolutely no sense. Okay, people say that, you know, he's not even introduced. We've never heard of Necron before. Life fears death but lives only to die. It starts with anxiety. Anxiety becomes fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side. Necron is Yoda, people. It all of a sudden makes sense now. It all makes sense. He's just Yoda in a big scary suit. The only cure for this fear is total destruction. Kuja was a victim of his own fear. He concluded he could only save himself by destroying the origin of all things, the crystal. What in the heck are you talking about? That's it, Zidane. Pulling back to reality. Why are you telling me all this? Now, the theory is undeniable. Kuja's action proves it. All things live to perish. At least, life has uncovered its truth. Or at last, life has uncovered this truth. Now it is time to end this world. What do you mean by that? I exist for one purpose. To return everything back to the zero world. Where there is no life and no crystal to give life. In a world of nothing, fear does not exist. This is the world that all life desires. Ooh, yeah. As long as we have the will to live. Foolish creature. Your fears have already deluded you. One day, you will choose destruction over existence as Kuja did. When you sought to destroy the crystal, the purpose of life ended. Now come, enter the zero world that you desire. No! We'll destroy you and prove you wrong. Through our memories, future generations will see that we can overcome any fear. Okay, so they're setting up the whole shared memories thing so that this battle makes any sort of sense in the future of anything. That's my takeaway. We can't give up now. We have to fight together. Even if we lose, it doesn't matter. Our memories will live on inside others. But, Zidane, that only works if everyone else isn't dead. Which this Aramis guy is threatening to do, so... I mean, yeah, you really have to win. This is winner take all here. I think we're good. I think we're good with that. We're keeping our setup. Sorry I couldn't do anything. Good luck. Yeah, we won't be using you until after the endgame content is over. So you've still got that sweet ability that you need to master. Vivi gives his life to Amarant. I would really swear I would think that he would give it to, like, Steiner or Quina, at least, being the mage. Oh, Aiko gives herself to Quina. That's odd, man. That's odd for Vivi to choose Amarant. Because Freya, I mean, he went through the Festival of the Hunt with Freya. So... Oh, but I guess Steiner is going to give himself to Freya. And it doesn't make sense either, besides the fact that they share the same armor. Of course Garnet's going to give herself to Zidane. But I think it would have been more poetic if Vivi and Garnet were linked. Rather than, like, if Amarant... Well, no, because we're keeping Amarant. We're keeping Zidane, and Garnet has no connection to Amarant. I guess... Who would sacrifice themselves for Amarant? Let's be real. Nobody narratively would do that besides Zidane. And we're bringing Zidane with us, so we can't leave him back, so... Actually, you know what? I haven't tested that. I haven't tested if we can take Zidane out for the final fight. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this up and go home like Zidane said. So people will say that this boss means nothing, serves no purpose, but honestly, in all of the Final Fantasies, especially if you go back and play the old ones, oftentimes the last boss is revealed at the last second, and they were somebody that nobody ever talked about. Like the Cloud of Darkness, we were fighting Zemus the entire time. You know, I mean, wait, no, we were fighting Xand the whole time, I guess. But yeah, so there's colors of Zeramis in this this boss fight here, Necron. I actually think that I sometimes make a slip and I refer to him as Zeramis because he just looks so much like Zeramis to me. We're gonna do Mighty Guard here, even though, well, looks like Freya's already been taken down to the bare bones here. Come on, auto-regen, work your magic. I don't think it'll be fast enough. Did Necron actually cast haste on itself just now? That's weird. Wow, Sedaine having a counter on not having haste is really slowing him down. Like, it's noticeable the lack of thieveries that are going out now. It might have been made more sense to just keep auto haste on him. Because, you know, we had counter on, hoping that he counterattacks a lot, and which it doesn't look like he's doing. But anyhow, we got Frog Drop going. We got Freya on the mend. Grand Cross, that sounds like it's gonna hurt. So yeah, this Necron boss, if anybody's played Super Mario RPG, he kind of looks like that crystal guy in the Monstro Town, in that locked door. He looks like that guy without his crystals around him. He's got a few more limbs though. I don't think Crystal Guy had wings or anything like that, but just color palette wise, it's sort of what it reminds me of. All these Final Fantasy end bosses are sort of tropish like this. They all have some kind of a, you know, some swirling rings and some bright flashing lights. I mean, even the Final Fantasy 13 boss that you fight against multiple times, he's got like angels and demons, and he's split down to half, and like it just seems like Final Fantasy 9, for all of its throwbacks and all of its fan service to prior games, it just seems like Necron makes sense in the fact that it doesn't make sense, and it's an ode to the old way, you know? Why defy your fate? Did we win already? Wow, we treated him like he was nothing. He cried like a baby. Is the will to live that powerful? Yeah, it is. So yeah, people who want to try to step on Necron and say that he's meaningless and stupid, he doesn't make sense, play the rest of the series, guys. To me, that's the sign of a true non-veteran. I mean, how much sense did Jekt make? Yeah, it made sense that it was Jekt that Tidus was fighting at the end of Final Fantasy X. But the form... what was that? Like, the form didn't look like Jekt at all, so... I don't know. I guess when you add a new name to something that nobody was anticipating, they start getting all... oh, that makes no sense, but whatever. We have earned this cutscene, guys. This is some pretty good stuff. So the Ifa tree is dying all over the place. Like, what's happening? So what Kuja said was true. The Ifa tree is beginning its violent reaction. What's gonna happen? I don't know, but it doesn't look good. Thank you. Thank you. It feels like an undertaking. I doubt anyone could have survived that explosion. I've been working on this for months now. I forget exactly when I started. I'm sure it says in the logs somewhere in the YouTube channel. They're still alive. What? Where are they? Over there. Hildegard is probably closer. My man Stein is alive! You, the tall one. Sir, Hagen, Plutonite 8, ma'am. Yeah, whoever you are. I didn't ask for your name. Contact Hildegard right away. Yes, sir, ma'am, sir. I love Beatrix. I wish you could get her in your party without a hack. That'd be great. Long term, not just, you know, for cutscenes. Please be alive. Sire, we're receiving a transmission from the Red Rose. Punch it up on the main line. Do they have... What is their main line? Do they have... Oh, a horn, okay. But I didn't think that they had flat screens and projection or anything. Okay, so... You're not General Beatrix. Who are you? My name is Makoto. Everyone is alive. You're very close to them. What? How do you know? I can't hear him. Who? The Angel of Death guy? Wait a minute. Is Makoto sure that everyone's alive because she can no longer hear the influence of Necron? That's creepy. That's creepy to think our own sister, Zidane's sister, was like an acolyte of Necron. That's the Hildegard 3. Yeah, they don't say that. That's not canon, but that's just from what I gather. That's a really creepy assumption to leap to. Thank heavens you're all safe. Come quickly, we don't have much time. So, we never synthesized the hammer, and we never synthesized the Save the Queen, so we're gonna get a bunch of extra scenes. Someone said farewell Zidane. Yeah, I would have liked debug rooms. That would have been cool. Definitely get Beatrix in some of the party more often. Why don't you go on ahead? I'll catch up with you all later. I have to take care of something. So I have to confess here, guys, I'm not sure that I know which part of this cinematic is the extra part of the cinematic. Because I remember a lot happening after this point. I remember a lot more than this. So it's possible that I've never not seen the special ending. Kuja's alive. I can't just leave him. This is ludicrous. Just because you two are from the same planet doesn't mean... No, that's not the reason. Why are you doing this? Because I might have done the same thing if I were in his shoes. I probably would have fought against you guys and wreaked havoc on Gaia like he did. I know it sounds crazy, but I know deep down inside I have to do this. You're not crazy, Zidane. But you go help Kuja, not a good idea. It's too dangerous. So, hang with me, guys. I think if we get a sequel or a prequel, we make Kuja playable. Because he's highly sympathetic. And I think we could actually get him over to our side on a sequel here. If we have Garland come back in some grandiose way, he still hates Garland, right? So, I mean, just spitballing, just throwing out ideas. Why not? We could have Beatrix, we could have Kuja, We could have Lonnie. It would be great. I can't just leave him. There's no way I could live with myself. I'm going. You're making a big mistake. Maybe, but we all have to make big decisions in life sometimes. For me, now's that time. Have to face up to it, just like Vivi did when he confronted his fears to find out about himself. You know what? In the sequel, someone for Vivi, too. A female Vivi. To explain some of the scenes that are coming up real shortly. BB. A very light green and pink color palette with sort of a purple sort of a hat. I don't know, just spitballing. That was a big decision for Vivi. I don't know about that. I don't think it was really a big deal. That's what you think, but I might not be doing this if it weren't for you. Wow. You've definitely taught me to take life more seriously. Don't think Vivi was trying to teach Zidane anything. We're obviously not going to change your mind, so I'm coming with you. Everyone wants to assist him. Oh, no, wait a minute. Like I said, it's my moment. Don't butt in. You guys will have your own someday. Besides, you guys have more important things to worry about, like Burmese and Alexandria. For once in your life, why can't you be honest? Sorry, but I can't just walk away. It goes against my nature. Amarant gets them. You're a real simpleton. Forget it, guys. There's no stopping this fool. What are you still doing out here? Get on board right now. So, another thing, and this sounds weird coming from a guy who hates Amarant in the narrative of Final Fantasy. So for a sequel, prequel, perhaps Amarant is the main character. Why not? We know nothing about him. All we know is the part of his life that has coincided with Zidane, that has collided with Zidane's existence. Why not make Amarant the sort of star of his own, at least a certain segment of another Final Fantasy game? Let it be Amarant's story, Amarant's flashback, in a sort of a Final Fantasy IV the Complete Edition sort of way. Come on, let's just leave him. Get out of here. That guy will never change. Alright, you heard the man. Get out of here before it's too late. I also want a quest line between Steiner and Beatrix. Oh, Zidane, I love you. You better come back. Oh, that's heart-crushing. Poor little girl. Zidane, I need to eat more different food. I'm still hungry. You need to come back. Take me more places. Show me more food. Nah, Queena, dude, you're ready. Like, you're the star of your own show now. Still can't believe you're doing this. You've changed, Zidane. Yeah, I want a quest line between Steiner and Beatrix, like, as married people, or as betrothed, you know, engaged people. Maybe some drama about the... Should we call it off, call the wedding off, and, you know, they finally come back to terms or something like that, happy ending. Yeah, I really want that. I want it to tie into the history of Alexandria too. I want their shared story to be like a time portal, and so that they get sent back in time to explain. Oh yeah, Mog's the behind-the-scenes hero. Yep. True that. Mog is Medine. But I'd like for Steiner and Beatrix's shared story in a sequel to explain Alexandria's history. Like, how did they become such a female-dominated nation to begin with? Like, was Steiner's great ancestor, whatever, was he like the knight in charge, and it was all patriarchy, and then somehow he died and the patriarchy failed, and then Brain came and brought the matriarchy with her? Or, like, how did that all work out? I'd like to see some of the behind the scenes on that, some of the history of Alexandria, if we're to do a dedicated Steiner and Beatrix quest. That would be great. Okay, with you, I was able to see so much of the world and meet so many people. We face many hardships too, but I think I finally know what's important. Yeah, being with Zidane is important. I don't think that Garnet is the heir to Alexandria. Like, they're setting her up to be, but it doesn't feel right to me. It doesn't feel good, because she has to get married to Zidane, and I don't see Zidane settling down to become a king anywhere. Like, he won't just be sitting on a throne wastefully, just... Like, he's got to be out in the world doing things, and I don't think if Garnet's going to hang with Zidane, I don't think she gets to be the Queen of Alexandria. I think in a sequel we find out that she has to cede the throne, perhaps to Beatrix. I mean, hey, why not? It would be cool. I mean, Beatrix is the poster girl. She's the star player for Alexandria, even in this game. Why not? Even more in a sequel. It makes sense to me. And, you know, Steiner is such a follower, he's got to come to grips with the possibility of being called king. Like, what? He's such a simple peasant. How could he be king? And that could be part of his, you know, great debate. Kuja, can you hear me? I'm coming to get you. You still have time. Forget about me and go. Nah, just shut up and stay where you are. I don't understand you. So I think if we're doing a sequel, I think the sequel starts with Zidane having been away for a very long time. I think it starts with, you know, him just doing things behind the scenes, being a sleuth, investigating things that still bother him about the ending portion of this game, about Memoria. Like, maybe he's found some new backwards portal into Memoria that he reopened it somehow. Or it reopened and caught a hold of him. I don't know. But it seems to me like Zidane is the cause for all the strife in the sequel, because he can't just sit on a chair and be a king on his throne. I think that Garnet gets back in touch with some of the old troop, and she, you know, leads everybody on a pilgrimage to go find Zidane, you know? And I think Sir Fratley is in the sequel. I think Fratley and Freya get their shot, just like Beatrix and Steiner do. Oh, that's a very very Ocean's 11, the Mission Impossible sort of. And of course he just poofs into the ground. Boy, this video is going to be more than an hour long here. This is going to be substantially more than an hour too. We don't have any save points. Guess that was pretty crazy. Yeah. Hey, are you alright? Zidane. What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go. Nah, bro, we need you for the sequel. You make things really weird and interesting. Wouldn't you do the same for me if you knew I was dying? No. He's the biggest brat. He's like Angelica from Rugrats. Your comrades were able to escape? Yeah, I knew you had something to do with it. Glad they made it. Yeah, well, it's our turn to get moving. So Kuja helped the comrades escape? I don't deserve to live after all that I've done. I'm useless to this world. No one's useless. You helped us escape, remember? But hey, you're gonna die soon anyway, so... we're not taking a big risk by keeping you for the rest of your life here, you know, we're... After you guys beat me, I had nothing left, nothing more to lose. Then I finally realized what it means to live. I guess I was too late. I want this Kuja in a sequel. I want both Kujas in a sequel. I want this Kuja to meet the past Kuja. And I want to see that tension there. Hey, don't you go dying on me, alright? And I want this Kuja that we're seeing right now, I want this Kuja to be the reason for the next Vivi scene that we're going to see happen. He's the only one that would have the know-how to orchestrate something like that. Vivi makes a deal with Kuja, and that's how we see the ending that we see coming up here shortly. What you did was wrong. This is Vivi talking. But you gave us all one thing, hope. Oh, maybe this is Makoto talking. We're all created for the wrong reason, but you alone defied our fate. I think that is Makoto talking. We do not want to forget this. We want your memory to live on forever. To remind us that we were not created for the wrong reason, that our life has meaning. It's a very poignant villain death. Sometime later. So is this the part that we see for having the Tin Hammer and the Save the Queen? Again, I don't know because it's been so long since I have completed a game without the Tin Hammer and the Save the Queen. Possibly only the first time I beat this game, back in 2001. Vivi, how do you know that name? What are you talking about? It's me, Puck. How could you forget me? Puck? You know Puck? Oh, the Princess of Bermesia. Oh, the Prince. Oh, come on, what's wrong with you? If you're not Vivi, then who are you? I'm... Vivi's son. They couldn't think of a name, so they just said Vivi's son. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Kuja lives long enough to make Vivi clones. And I want a sequel to tell us why. Because Vivi is going to die. Freya, you leaving soon, are you not? Yes, I can hardly wait to see everyone. Alexandria, I went there many years ago. So they're rekindling their relationship. How long will it take to rebuild Bermesia? I don't care as long as I'm with you. Aww. I love you, Freya. I can't remember a darn thing about you, but you're hot. Just want to cherish our time right now. You taught me that life doesn't last forever. That's why we have to help each other and live life to the fullest. I think this is Vivi. This is Vivi narrating, not Makoto. It's time to say goodbye to this room. Save the Queen, you have served me well. My duty is finished here. No! You're coming back. You're gonna leave with Steiner. Garnet's gonna call you back. You're gonna be queen of this realm someday. Even if you say goodbye, You'll always be in our hearts, so I know we're not alone anymore. Hey. Oh, I thought he was talking to Zidane, that's all he had to say. Why are you going to Alexandria? You're not going? I never said that. Hey, wait. So yeah, Lonnie and Amarant have a possible story path to go down together. Why was I born? How I wanted to live. Thanks for giving me time to think. Good food, not only delicious. Good food made with heart. You know, what if we get Quail in a sequel, and Quail has a spoon instead of a fork? Or... oh! If Quail uses knives, and then they both use spoons as shields, and they can share spoons the way that Garnet and Aiko share rackets. That would be throwbacky. That would be pretty cool. Gotta get there before the play begins. There's no need to worry. The theater ship is no match for my new ship. The new Hildegard is the fastest ship ever. Do I have to remind you? You said the same thing about the theater ship. Ahem, that's what you said, Father. Aiko, what did you just call me? Aww, she called you Father. That hits right in the feels. Say it again, Aiko. I think Sid's mad. But I think Hilda's happy. What to do when I felt lonely, that was the only thing you couldn't teach me. But we need to figure out the answer for ourselves. So he hired Kuja to make clones of himself. That's how he has kids. Beatrix, where are you going? Please don't ask. My mind is already set. Listen to me. I want to marry you. I never wish to lose you again. Steiner. Let us protect the queen together. She goes running. Gone on more adventures. See, even Vivi wants to go on more adventures. But I guess we'll have to say goodbye someday. There's more Tantalus things to do. Give them a show they won't forget. Everyone, thank you. Farewell. Farewell? Is he dying? My memories will be part of the sky. If you weren't sure who this was, you just get the sense that in general someone's dying. I think there's a payoff at the end here. Theater ship will arrive any minute. It's been so long. I can't wait to see everyone. But yeah, Zidane's not a throne sitter, man. He's a rascal. He's out there hitting the pavement every single day. He's not king potential, man. Now, chief of spies, he can be your chief of spies. That'd be no problem for Zidane. He'll be head of security any day. Tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover Marcus. Okay, so this is normal end stuff. Tonight's story begins Okay, Queen Garnet, Lord Steiner, Lady Beatrix, noble ladies and lords, and our rooftop viewers. Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. Okay, so this is all normal. The internet is saying that it is. You unlock an extra scene in the play I Want to Be Your Canary that plays at the end. Okay, so yeah. So this is Marcus here. That's Cornelia, or what's her name, Ruby? I wish to live my life under the sky, at times I shall laugh, or no, well, this play is going by too fast. But I think if you don't get the perfect ending, then the play pretty much ends here. On this stage with these characters talking. Elopement. All my fortunes at thy foot. No cloud, no squall shall hinder us. Talk about Final Fantasy 7 and 8. Yep, no cloud, no squall. I want Zidane every day. All day, every day. He's my leading man. No Titus either. No snow. Let's stop talking about weather patterns. Come on. I mean, Zidane isn't the best name that I could think of, but at least it wasn't a weather pattern. Wish thee of Marcus? What news dost thou bring? This. Ugh. Sucker punch. Where is mine only daughter gone? Hast thou seen Cornelia? Worry not, Majesty. Shall make sure Cornelia marries Prince Snyder. How can I rest not knowing she is safe? Could it be thou hast betrayed me? By troth, sir, I betrayed none other than Marcus. Stay thy hand, I merely, Okay. Merely sought a lasting peace between the two kingdoms. The traitor is dead. They say it just like that, too. The traitor is dead. Oh, cruel fate. Yes, your majesty. The king, by the way, is out to kill everybody in this play. Like, he'll kill his daughter, he'll kill Marcus, he'll kill Blank. Where's Cornelia? So I think this scene here doesn't play. She told me she cannot live without me. I think this is the scene. This is the extra part. I could be wrong, but the play may end with Blank being killed. Could she have betrayed me? Nay, ne'er would my love speak false. Must have faith. She shall appear if only I believe. If the sun lends me no ear, I pray instead to the twin moons. I beseech thee, wondrous moonlight, grant me my only wish. There's Zidane. Bring my beloved Garnet to me. This was, I think, in a Coca-Cola commercial in a different country. I don't know why. I don't know what it had to do with anything. But, I mean, you know, maybe they... Ooh. Oh, Beatrix, man. More FMVs of Beatrix, please. Yeah, I think they used this footage as stock footage for a Coca-Cola commercial because maybe not enough people had kept the tin hammer and they saved the queen until the end. They wanted to show people what really was here. But Final Fantasy IX definitely in its own time much more of a pop culture phenomenon around the world than it was in America at the time. America totally ignored this game until later on when the cult following kept saying, go back guys, go back and play it again. You know, you're more mature now, you've grown up, give it another shot. I think a lot of people played this game and began loving this game well after the fact, after it had been released for a decade or so. You know, there's Vivi's, there's Aiko, you had Quina and Freya and Fratley there, Beatrix, Steiner. That's coming so fast that you can't rightly even see everybody that's intended to be there. I see Lonnie's battle axe back there. How did you survive? Maybe this is the extra... Oh, I didn't have a choice. I had to live. I wanted to come home to you. I sang your song. Our song. You know, I'm wondering if just this song may be the extra footage. I don't know. It's really hard for me to say. Because still, I mean... Oh, this leads into credits. So I don't know, maybe this plays after, you know, blank gets killed? I don't know. I'll have to go online and see if I remember the, if I can uncover the not special ending. Now all these credits are hiding an extra secret. Because after the ending, we go to sort of a screen where we can enter a code. Like, yeah, you know, the old like the old Street Fighter codes, the Konami, you know, Capcom code. Yeah, there's a code to enter in. That's how old this game is. They were still doing codes back then. So this player's guide that I'm reading from is so old that they're talking about check out a special exclusive preview of Final Fantasy The Spirits Within. Ooh. You know, that movie that they invested a whole bunch of money in and basically almost tanked their entire operation? Yeah, that one. Was being promoted by this book. Dang. If only they knew then what they know now. They could have just said, no, you know what? Screw it. Even though we put it in the player's guide, we're just going to stop spending any more money on this thing. call the bank, stop all the transactions, we're not doing this. So let's see, I have Nero Brothers Gambling to do. I have Tetramaster to do. I have Chocobo Hot and Cold to do. And I have grinding to do to get some AP and get Doomsday Learn for Vivi and get 10,000 monsters for that achievement. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to do until I get, you know, courageous enough to do a whole nother playthrough. There's jump rope, but I'm not doing the jump rope minigame. I'll do that later on a different playthrough. I don't really care to do that one. That's annoying to me. It's just a roadblock to a platinum trophy at this point. Oh, I could go back into the Festival of the Hunt, into a very early save file, and have Vivi win. I didn't do that. I said I was going to do that during that video even, and I didn't. I failed to do that. I think I was afraid that, you know, I had this whole YouTube channel ahead of me, and I only had a couple of videos on the books, and I think I was afraid of getting stuck in procrastination mode. Okay, so it's supposed to be subtle. I think it's the Leo executing Marcus thing. Luminous, you might be right. Yeah, I mean, for all I know, it could be anything in that scene there. I mean, it could be anything. Everything that happened there that we just saw, I remember all that. Every time that I've beat it, ever since. So, I don't think I got the perfect ending on the first time through, but that was so long ago. That was when this game came out. So, you know, my memory is not a good judge of what the extra content would be, unfortunately. But yeah, we're gonna at least play blackjack for a little while here. I'm not gonna really try to run the current video out any longer than I have to, but I just want to show everyone the cool blackjack game at the end. And honestly, that is only if the feed doesn't shut itself off. I think any other time that I've gotten to an hour and a half, it shut itself off. Oh, Luminous just watched for 3 hours. Well, great, thank you. I just played for 3 hours, and I'm very glad you joined me for all of that. Luminous has been a very good viewer for the last portion of this game. I only wish that you knew about it sooner on in the run, so that you could have been there to watch with me for more of the playthrough. I've enjoyed having you around, and not only have you been pleasant, but you've been very informational. So, definitely, I gotta give a shout out to Isaac also, and I want to also give a shout out to Abyss Dreamer. Oh, trophy earned. All's well that ends well. So I got the trophy for beating the game now. All right, so this is the screen where we can get blackjack started. After finishing the game, let the credits roll until the end appears. There's this cool little mini game you can play. And of course, because I'm the Final Fantasy nerd, I have that code. You have to press R2, L1, R2, R2, up, X, right, circle, down, triangle, L2, R1, R2, L1, square, square, and then press start. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, they took that out. You know what, guys? They took it out. I guess you can't play blackjack at the end of the PS4 port. I mean, it was really silly. It was kind of a bad graphics, poorly done kind of a game. I wasn't going to play for very long. I was going to play for about 2 minutes. But that was something that we had. Luminous says, no! Yeah, no, that was something that we had on the original PlayStation version. So yeah, we had that. There was a blackjack game that you could do at the end credit scenes. And there was a code that you could push, like, you know. But another thing that we had on the original PlayStation version was cooperative play. Wait a minute, here. Is this it? Yes, this is the blackjack thing. So this shows up on the start menu. Nice, we have blackjack. Bankroll's 1,000, wager. Let's do 100. You know what? Screw it, because I don't want to play for that long. But we'll do that. We'll play blackjack here. Yeah, they really looked out for us on this. So it looks like the only thing that didn't make it over. I'm gonna stand. Oh, come on! How did I lose with a 9 and a queen? You're preposterous. Okay, but yeah, the only thing that didn't make it over to this port, I guess then, would have been the ability to cooperative play. There was couch co-op at Final Fantasy IX in the PS1 version. Oh, I clicked stand on accident. I wouldn't have done that if I was paying attention. We're gonna hit on that. 10... 17. I'll hit. Nope. I thought I would lose. Yeah, so I play with my daughter that way. When we play Final Fantasy IX, it's usually on the original PlayStation version. And we'll play. She gets to be Garnet, and she wants me to be Zidane, and she normally wants to be Vivi. She wants to be well, she lets me be Quina. She hates Quina because her mom taught her to hate Quina, and that's no lie. Oh, I won with an ace and an 8. Okay. But yeah, so I missed that. I wish that we had a co-op Final Fantasy again. And the whole reason that I haven't brought Catherine on this journey with me so far is because I knew I was going to be doing hardcore, in-depth type of stuff. If Catherine does a playthrough of Final Fantasy IX in the future, don't expect me to pick up on any of those minor details that you saw in my playthrough. If I add an Excalibur 2 Perfect Game playthrough, it'll be on the back of this one. It'll just be extra bonus videos at the back of this playlist here. So if my daughter starts a Final Fantasy IX playlist, then we'll just watch her progress through it. And I'm not sure she has the attention span to do it yet, because I'm really the one who is goading her on to play it now, even on the PlayStation regular version. So, ooh, come on, I lost. Alright. But yeah, that's possible in the future, to see an all-Catherine Final Fantasy IX playthrough. And I don't know when, I don't know how many years it'll be, and I don't know how many years it'll be before I get around to doing an actual Excalibur 2 Perfect Game playthrough. But I do need to do that. I do need to get a platinum in this game, so I'm gonna do that at some point. I'm gonna stand on that. But yeah, I'll go through. I'm not done making videos yet. I'm gonna get my beak up to level 99 with the chocobos, so we'll get bonus videos out of that. I'm gonna play around with the Nero Brothers gambling, try to win 9 times in a row. We'll get bonus videos out of that. And I'll be fighting monsters. I'm not sure. I guess if you guys want to see bonus videos off of that, I'll show bonus videos off of that, but it's a corker of a playthrough. I beat Lich with a level 1 party. Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's got to be brutal. I don't envy anybody, and I don't envy my future self with having the task of beating an Excalibur 2 Perfect Game playthrough. I think we have to raise my wager here. Let's go for 500. I want this next one to be huge. But yeah, look for some more bonus content. Obviously, the story is all done. That doesn't mean I'm done forever. Ooh. Forever on this playlist. But it does mean I have a couple more bonus videos, and then we're pretty much going to wrap up. And then it'll be years again before you see any more Final Fantasy IX out of me. But I do have other Final Fantasies already. I have Final Fantasy X and X-2 remastered that I can play. I have Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age that I can play, and I'm willing to download Final Fantasy VII and 8, and I'm looking forward to the new Final Fantasy VII that's supposed to come out. So I'm looking to play that, even if it's only up to Midgar. I'm not sure how their payment schedule is going to work, and if I'm going to be able to afford all of those releases on the days that they come out. If it's, yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to watching you play those, Luminous. Because odds are, when it comes out, I'm not going to have the money right away. And if you pick it up right away, I'll probably just watch your videos of it. I'm looking to watch some of your videos that already are posted. I saw some Final Fantasy 12 on there. I saw some Final Fantasy 8 on there. But yeah, so that's where it's at, guys. Look for some more bonus videos, and I'll tell you, when I post my last bonus video, when I'm done with Final Fantasy IX for a while, I'll give the announcement. You'll know. When you watch the bonus video, you'll see, yep, we're hanging it up for the time being, because we don't want something to get stale. And I don't want to launch into a whole nother playthrough before I give it some time to refresh and get all fresh again. So, this is an hour and 38. I'm surprised this feed hasn't corrupted yet and kicked me off, but it's as good a time to end as any. Everybody not watching live, enjoy this special deluxe double length version of the video. Go ahead, like and subscribe, and if you are tuning in for the first time, go ahead and go back through and watch all the way from the beginning. I have a pretty long run. This is almost 100 videos on the playlist now. I'm not lacking for content, so yeah, boost me. See you later, Luminous. Go ahead, like and subscribe. We just cut a Minecraft video together, me and my daughter. We cut one earlier tonight. So we have a Minecraft playlist on our channel. We have a Kingdom Hearts 3 playlist on our channel. And we're looking to get other games going for the channel. So look for more playlists after that. And, well, I just hope that you guys enjoy Cat and Fam Gamer TV. And we're appreciative for all of the activity and all of the support that we can get. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is StiltzkinKupo signing out. Thanks. See you later.